Hi everybody, Elisa here with another Vera Bradley bag of the day. Today, I'm not actually going to talk about a bag. Today I just want to do a quick one showing a non-bag item that I recently gotten into, which is the Clipboard Folio. I was finding when I work from home and I usually juggling more than one job at a time, and each one has its own sort of set of papers. And so I've just been sort of using one big spiral notebook, cheapo notebook, and just sort of shoving all the papers in there in between the pages, and they're falling out every time I have to, switch back and forth from one job to the next, and it was getting frustrating. And I was noticing in one of the recent sales some of these items, and so that got me kind of looking around for these in different patterns. And they're working out really well. So the Clipboard Folio is not just a clipboard. It's got on the outside, it has the mechanism, and it's very tight, so it's strong. Feels like a mousetrap or something. So it has that element, and it has some thickness to it. It's about a half an inch thick, and it's on this sturdy cardboard covered with the patterned paper. This is Foxwood, of course, and I don't remember. I think it's about 9 1/4 this way. I have the tape measure. Yeah, 9 1/4 wide by 12 3/4 high. So 12 3/4. So it's good. I mean, it definitely accommodates, a regular size piece of paper. And it's great to get the Foxwood pattern. They're all the same. I mean, you're always going to get this section of the pattern. So, you'll always get a fox, right? There's the fox there. Along with the other critters is the rabbit and the chipmunk. And they're on the back too. So it's working out nicely because I keep each job in a different folder. Mostly I have different patterns, and so I don't get them, that way I don't get them confused. And inside, it's got this slip pocket here, which is sort of like oak tag. I am a little concerned that it might pull away or tear, and so I'm always very careful when I'm slipping things in there, and I do keep papers for the job here. That's what I needed it for. Like my purchase orders that I get for each job and other information, style sheets and other information I need for each job, it all slips in there. And some of the patterns have a little detail up here, not all of them, printed on the inside of the board, which is covered in like paper too. This is the paper covering. And then you get the pad, which actually the paper is a nice weight. It's a little bit heftier paper than just a regular pad you might buy in a grocery store or Staples or something. And it slips into this slot, underneath here. So you can replace it. Or I suppose I could use this slot for more papers if I didn't want to replace the pad, but I think I would replace the pad. And so it's been working out really well. And so this one, Foxwood, of course, and if I didn't say that, guys, crazy time here. And Foxwood and Regal Rosette were the first two that I got. I really do like the, oh, careful of my clipboards. Oh my. That is my life right there, which you just saw. Okay. I like this version of Regal Rosette better than the ones that that you see on the pattern that you see on the bags, the fabric, which is sort of just all one pattern. This looks very much like quilt floral. I mean, just almost exactly like it. That first Quilt Con pattern, only in a different color scheme. You know, just focusing on the purple. It's not as much pink. And so when I saw this, I thought, oh, this is great. I got to get this. It's more interesting than the fabric version of Regal Rosette because it's got that mashup of different patterns together. Like it looks like a patchwork quilt. Why don't you chew on that and you both be calm? Oh my Lord. So again, same features. Excuse me. Oh, also a little, I don't know if I mentioned this, got a little elastic for the pen, which she was just chewing on. Dogs. And again, you know, inside. So this one, I have some papers in this one. This one doesn't have the detail, the pattern up there. But this is very lovely. This slip pocket. And the pattern, I mean the paper, the binding of the pad sort of matches the color scheme of the pattern here. So Regal Rosette. And then, you know, 2 wasn't enough, and not just because 2 Vera is never enough. That is a rule. But I do have more than 2 jobs at any given time, and so it really helps to have each one separate. And so this one just came, Rosy Garden Picnic. I don't think I was so, I like this pattern, certainly. I think it's fun, love the fruit, big fruit. But I don't think I was so needing it, you know, for a clipboard folio, but I just was running out of needed patterns. Because I wanted them to be different, you know, different patterns, so I could keep everything clearly separate. So this one has that, which is kind of nice, that little detail up there, the strawberries. That fits, that's nicely placed. That works well there. Again, the slip pocket, and you can see the pink binding on the pad. Even the lines are pink. And they're blowing out a little bit, but even the lines are pink on the pattern, on the pad. I wonder, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, the lines here are purple in Foxwood. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say they're purple here. Yeah. The paper is sort of an off white. It's not a real bright white. And Superbloom. This one is gorgeous. I mean, they're all nice, but this one is gorgeous. This one is just like sort of luscious. And the clipboard mechanism is a gold tone. All the rest are silver. There's something about that gold tone, especially with this pattern, but I think it would be nice probably with Foxwood too, especially. The gold tone kind of warms it all up. So this one I really love. And this one is interesting because the paper has a texture to it. It's almost like all that patchwork in the design is sort of raised and you can feel it. And that's kind of nice. It's just neat. You sweet girl. Inside again, this doesn't have the texture on it. Oh, this is just, I did another custom tote recently. And wanted to do some custom embroidery, so this is sort of, I was mocking something up there. There's the pocket, very pink. But anyway, just wanted to do a quick video to show that I do have another one of those, just because I was needing that many actually, and I'm going to use one just to keep more generic papers that I'm always reference papers, style guides and stuff for various, I work for publishing houses, and so they all have style sheets, style guides, and so I wanted to keep all those sort of together in one, and then this is for individual jobs. Anyway, so just a quick one to show the clipboard folio in various patterns. Oh my God, I'm being bumped by puppies. Guys, just calm down. Here they all are. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you next time on Vera Bradley Bag of the Day.